After a couple of stops, we find ourselves in Florida, the Sunshine State. Mark says now he's been in 48 of the 50 states, and what was it for you, George?
46.
46. So there's Shannon posing in front of the picture. They have a pretty fancy rest stop here with cabanas and bathroom and lots of parking, and they say it's the Sunshine State, but look at that ominous cloud that we're going to be driving into. So we're close to Pensacola, where we're going to the Naval Air Museum.
Is that where the head is over there?
Yeah.
That's cool.
What picture of the sky? That's rain. Oh.
And right overhead is a Blue Angels plane.
You see plenty of that in Naval Aviation.
That's true. Here we go. So we'll see what's next. Our next stop at just after 1 o'clock on June 23rd finds us in Pensacola, Florida at the Naval Air Station, Pensacola. We're going to the museum, but the Naval Air Station is celebrating its 100th year this very year. We are now in the Naval Air Museum. They don't really have a lot of these marked that are hanging up, so I'm not sure what this is. Here's a duty station out in the middle of nowhere. This looks like an old ambulance. And this plane here is a Newport 28 that the Navy got from the Army after World War I to test how wheeled aircraft worked on the ships. This flying boat is massive.
It is. How the hell can you get that in a camera shot? This looks like the one that Dad had that model of for years.
I think this is a P-40. This is an honest-to-God ME-262. I've always liked these planes. It could have not really ended the war. It may have lengthened the war in Europe, but the Germans didn't have enough of them, and they didn't have enough pilots to fly them. But they were the superior fighter plane in World War II. They flew 100 miles an hour faster than the fastest piston engine fighter the P-51. Here's a 1940 Plymouth, used as a staff car by the Army and the Navy. The Army painted theirs olive drab and the Navy painted theirs, as you can see, this gray color. Here's a second floor overview of the plane display area. There's a lot more here than I'm taking pictures of. There's some pretty cool stuff here. And it's free admission and free parking. And that's way cool in itself. And some Blue Angel planes. This plane is named Edna 3. And there you go. Here's an old Texaco gas pump.
Olivia, he's videoing. Please stop. What is this?
Well, Shannon, what did you think of the museum?
I love the museum.
Did you have a good time?
Yes, I love that planes.
How about you, Mark?
Had a good time. Lot to see.
How about you, George?
Good selection, comparable to the Smithsonian.
Excellent. Well, I had a good time too. So now we're pressing on to our next stop, which is food, grocery, lie down at the room for an hour, and ball game. So we're pressing on to our next stop here in Pensacola, Florida.